Hey YouTubers, it's Charlie. This is going to be my Doctor Who Christmas special video. Hopefully you guys have been having an awesome holiday. This is kind of like a one-off Doctor Who episode, so even if you're not like super familiar with the River Song character, this is just like meant to be a really fun romantic comedy story. Careful for spoilers if you haven't seen the episode yet. I'm going to be referencing a whole bunch of specific stuff. Like, it's very Easter egg heavy. Stephen Moffat wrote the episode. He's like the biggest self-described original Angry Who fan, so his scripts always tend to have more references to other Doctor Who episodes than any other writer. So let's just start with top 5 WTF moments. Number 5. The TARDIS puts antlers on the Doctor's head. I love the idea that the TARDIS gets the Doctor into the holiday spirit without the Doctor realizing it. Number 4, usually people need a flowchart to understand our relationship. Just to explain what's going on with the Doctor and River in this episode, it's pretty clear, like, when they first meet, River doesn't recognize him at all because she doesn't know the 13th face of the Doctor. And I know there's always like the running joke about, like, you know, even though it's the 12th Doctor, technically it's his 13th face because of the War Doctor. Like, when they unfurl the Rolodex of pictures, be on the lookout for one of these 12 faces. The War Doctor's in there, but there's no Capaldi picture. So River's trying to steal this diamond. She wants the Doctor's help, so she purposefully tries to land herself in his path, but she has no idea that the Time Lords gave the Doctor a new set of regeneration, so he has a totally different face. If you're confused about River Song, here's like a very quick flowchart. So River is the daughter of Doctor Who companions Amy and Rory. Because she was conceived on the TARDIS, she was exposed to Artron energy, so she kind of became somewhat of a time lady, pseudo-time lady. She was able to regenerate. But during Series 6, during Matt Smith's run, they do this big season-long River Song arc where Amy has her baby, it gets stolen by the Silence and turned into a weapon to fight the Doctor. Build a weapon with the powers of a Time Lord to fight a Time Lord. So as a baby, River gets stolen, taken away, and is raised away from Amy and Rory. Like, she doesn't know her parents growing up. Eventually we meet adult River Song, who has been like fully weaponized, tries to kill the Doctor, but the Doctor, charming as he always is, wins her over, and she turns into the good River Song that we meet during most of the other times that we've seen her in episodes. But she's completely batshit crazy. That's part of the fun of the character. So during the Series 6 episode, Let's Kill Hitler, River Song gives up her regenerations, all of her remaining regenerations, to save the Doctor's life. And that's kind of the beginning of their relationship. But the big twist of their relationship is that they experience each other's timelines in opposite directions. So as the Doctor gets to know her more, she knows him less and less. So the comedy is that when the Matt Smith Doctor meets her for the first time, he doesn't know her at all, but she gives him like this big kiss, and he's like, I don't understand. Why are you kissing me? She explains what's going on, and then like he slowly gets to know her, and their relationship develops. Now, the other big thing that's going on in this episode is that it's closing the River Song arc. Like, we're seeing her right before she sees the Doctor for the last time in a David Tennant episode that happened years ago. That's much higher in my WTF list. So on my number 3 WTF, River Song goes from the sonic trowel to the official sonic screwdriver that the Doctor gave her. Now, in her first ever appearance in Silence in the Library, she has a sonic screwdriver, and the Doctor's like, where the F did you get that? Because you could have only gotten that from a Time Lord or from me. Did you steal it off of someone? There's this big mystery. So we finally find out when the Doctor gave her that sonic. I guess he just couldn't bear the sight of a sonic trowel. It did look pretty silly. Number 2 WTF. The Doctor finally gets to do the bigger on the inside speech. I wanted to see it done proper for once. And the fact is, the River Song still kind of one-ups him when she opens the liquor cabinet in the TARDIS that the Doctor didn't know about. Capaldi has like the most amazing reaction faces. And the funny thing about River Song, like if you're not a big River Song fan, like if you haven't seen a lot of her episodes, is that the joke is she always knows more about the TARDIS than the Doctor does. I think one of the funniest River Song TARDIS jokes is when she tells the Doctor that it's not supposed to make that whooshing sound. That's the sound that it makes when the parking brakes are on. So it's almost like the Doctor, all these 50 years that it's been on television, the Doctor has been flying the TARDIS with the parking brake on constantly. So just imagine like a stormtrooper telling another stormtrooper, like, dude, TIE fighters, they're not supposed to make that sound. That's what the joke is. But of course, on my number 1 WTF, River and the Doctor meet for the last time. But big caveat, the nights on that planet last for 24 years. I hate you. No, you don't. Another big Matt Smith joke. If you go back and you watch Series 6, like they say that a lot, where River's like, I hate you, and the Matt Smith Doctor's like, no, you don't. So there are a few classic Who references, like showing all the Doctor's faces, but most of the references to previous Doctor Who episodes in this episode are to other River Song episodes. So if you've only watched New Who, you will catch most of the references. But if you don't know anything about River Song, or you just want to watch her stuff, start with Silence in the Library. You know, this is a great episode, but I still feel like Silence in the Library is my favorite River Song story. That's when she ends up dying, but she gets uploaded into a computer. So you could argue that she's not dead, but her physical body is gone. But just because this is closing the River Song arc doesn't mean there won't be more adventures. So that's what the Doctor's line at the very end was like, this might be our last night, but this isn't our last adventure together. So like River Song will have other adventures with other Doctors. But in the strictest of terms, yeah, this is kind of like the last big River Song episode that we're probably going to see. But you will probably hear more River Song jokes in the future. And I think Alex Kingston will probably do audio dramas. Like even John Barrowman comes back to do Captain Jack audio dramas. So if he can do that, then River Song will totally do audio dramas too. Let me know in the comments though, like what was your favorite moment from this episode? Like was it her getting the Sonic, or was it the comedy of her not recognizing the Doctor and then suddenly being like, oh my god, it's you, god damn it. It really is a heartwarming, touching episode, but if you really don't like River Song, I feel like it was kind of a weird episode for you. It almost reminded me a little bit of Voyage of the Damned, which was another Christmas episode, but during the David Tennant years, and it didn't really involve any of the other fans, like he was by himself. Think space Titanic crashing, another big ship crashing. Just to talk about a few of the big Easter eggs, like the big one is the Towers of Delirium, the singing towers, the last place they ever meet. The first time that's referenced is during Forest of the Dead. It's the second part of the Silence in the Library story. It's like River Song's very first story. So like the first time you see her, she references the last time they ever meet each other. River's Diary, another big prop that's used heavily in the episode. That was also given to her by the Doctor at the end of Let's Kill Hitler, like when they first turn her from the dark side. But here's a list of all the River Song appearances if you want to watch them in order or you want to watch them out of order. Starting with Series 4, Silence in the Library, Forest of the Dead. Then Series 5, Time of Angels, Flesh and Stone, another 2-part episode. Then The Pandorica Opens, The Big Bang. That was actually the finale from Series 5. She was used heavily during Series 6 because we got to see her birth and then the baby got stolen, went back in time. You know, very river heavy season. There's Impossible Astronaut, then Day of the Moon, Good Man Goes to War, Let's Kill Hitler, probably one of the better River episodes, Closing Time, then The Wedding of River Song, another really big event in her life. Then next during Series 7, there's The Angels Take Manhattan, The Name of the Doctor, and then finally now, like this Christmas episode, The Husbands of River Song. So she was in 15 different episodes, but some of those were 2-parters, mostly during the Matt Smith era, but she started during David Tennant's run, and she was actually created by Stephen Moffat. Silence in the Library, Forest of the Dead, those are Stephen Moffat episodes. I know a lot of you guys are asking about the Sherlock Christmas special and Doctor Who Series 10. All I know about Doctor Who Series 10 is that it's going to be a full series. Moffat's like, who cares about budget cuts? We're doing a full series. But the Sherlock Christmas special is actually airing on New Year's Day, so it's still going to be a couple more days before that comes. But I will do a video for it, so be sure to subscribe to get that. Sherlock is a bit of a weird deal if you haven't watched it before. It's all on Netflix, so definitely check it out before the Christmas special. There's only 3 series. They only do 3 episodes per series, so it's like a really easy watch. Speaking of Martin Freeman and Benedict Cumberbatch, I'm working on a new Captain America Civil War video. Martin Freeman is in Captain America Civil War. Benedict Cumberbatch is Doctor Strange in the Marvel Universe now. While you guys wait for me to finish that, you can click here for all my other Doctor Who videos from this year. And you can click here for the Deadpool Red Band trailer from Christmas. And you can click here for the Deadpool Red Band trailer from Christmas. Thank you so much for watching. Everybody, let's high five. I'll see you guys tonight.